Can we save one of the worst Man United teams in history and make them great again? Now, obviously, we're coming off the back of finishing 15th in the league. Grim, man, grim. And this is the team that Man United do actually have at the moment. And you know what? On paper, it shouldn't be this bad, to be honest. But a fair few of these players will be leaving. I just think there's a lot of them that are taking a lot of wages out. There's a few linked away as well that I think they can just upgrade on. And it might take some time. It might take a few seasons to really see the impact of it. But we need to get rid of some players to bring some in. At the moment, there's way too many players on high wages. I mean, there's a lot of players in general, actually. If I scroll down here, this is ridiculous. The amount of, like, young players and things is crazy. But there was a few here. Rashford, Anthony, Sancho. There's a lot that's going to be leaving. Not to mention, by the way, we might have to see Fernandes go as well as Garnacho. Just to raise the funds up a little bit. Which, yeah, I mean, it will suck, but also it's kind of, you've got to do it. Sacrifice them for the club. Obviously, initially we have to bring in Matheus Cunha. Rashford I'm actually getting rid of as well, just straight away. Like, when we look at the wage structure at the moment, obviously Fernandes is on 150k. Like, it's insane, really, when you think about it. I think there are a few players maybe we can get off the books. He could be one of them at some point. I think the big question is do we cash in on him now? 30 years old, 55.5 million. It's actually not crazy money. Like, it's very good money, sure, but I think the wages coming out is the biggest thing. Anthony, of course. Højlund, maybe we just give a season, see if he develops at all, potentially. Garnacho's linked with moves away. I think we have to let him go. But honestly, lads, this is a big old scrap everything and start from scratch kind of save. I'm afraid, Man United fans, like, I know you probably will get annoyed if I get rid of a certain player that you like, etc. But I'm just trying to save the club right now. And yeah, there's a lot of dead wood in this team, which is horrible to say, but there is. Okay, I'm mad, but Anthony is going to Spurs. Interesting. 24 million. We will take that. Spurs, enjoy your player. Rasmus, we're trying to get a loan currently at Villa. And Amas is going on loan to Atlanta. Just a few little deals. Again, we got an interesting offer from Arsenal for Fernandes. I don't think we take it. I just don't think Man United would sell their captain to Arsenal. I just don't think Arsenal makes sense. I'm trying to keep this somewhat realistic, okay? And I also don't want Man United fans, like, killing me for that one. Again, we've got an offer for Euro to Newcastle. We're going to reject that one as well. I think he's one of the bright sparks in this Man United team. Got to keep hold of them. A lot of the young players are either getting sold or going on loan. I'm trying to divvy up who is worth keeping at the moment, because there is so many players on the books. It's ridiculous. For Sancho going to Chelsea permanently. Now that just makes sense to me. Let's do it. And just to confirm, Højlund is going on loan to Villa. And there is an offer for Harry Maguire to Arsenal. See, I don't want to do this because as an Arsenal fan, I don't really want Maguire. But I did say we need to get rid of him. We do. And it's as good an offer as we're going to get, so I'll accept it. Oh, it pains me a little bit for that one. Now, speaking about Fernandes' transfer offers and not going to a rival, of course, now we get City and Liverpool. Weirdly, out of Arsenal, Liverpool and City, City feels like the most likely. We might have to send him to City though, boys. We actually might have to send him to City. Again, I need to get his wages off the books. It's just not good for the club. It's just not good for the club. We need a whole togetherness. We need more of a team effort here. I'm going to accept it, boys. I'm sorry. I'm sorry, Man United fans. They're going to be fuming at me for that one. Garnacho to Newcastle also is going to be happening. We're losing a few players here, guys, but we're building a new team, a new winning team. And officially, Garnacho is out of the club. Luke Shaw transfer offer to Spurs as well. I think we're going to accept. And damn, this is the big one, man. Bruno Fernandes is leaving the club. I mean, we do need to replace him, of course, but there's only so much we can do. I mean, overall, I think this will benefit the club, this move. But man, this is a big call to make. But we got to do it, man. We got to take risks in this game. And I think that is a big risk that hopefully can pay off. Man United fans, do not look above me right now. You don't. Please. And lads, after those moves, not only do we have an insane budget of 324 million, But also, look at the wage cuts there. It is ridiculous. 27 million we've cut from the wages. We'll try our best to keep it realistic, but obviously Man United doing well isn't super realistic anyway at the moment, so it is what it is. But we do have a bunch of random players on this list. I'm not going to go through them all now. You can see a few of them. Loads of centre-back options. I do want to get a young centre-back in. We've also got Chevalier as the goalkeeper that I've selected. I just think he'd suit Man United. Now, a couple options for midfielders. We've actually got a few interesting ones here. Barreiro's an interesting one. Obviously from Luxembourg at Benfica at the moment is an interesting pick. I think he could just be quite a solid centre mid option. But one that really excites me is Susic. I think this is a player with massive potential, only 22 years old. And I just feel like they need someone in that midfield who's just going to be a workhorse. You can probably ignore Gallagher. Gallagher's just here because of the nice hair, to be honest. But lads, for only 40 million, Chevalier has came in as our goalkeeper, and he becomes the first signing of the new Ruben Amorim era. But as you can see here, lads, the bench is looking very sparse right now. We do need to upgrade. We need a striker. We need another centre-back. I think we switch out maybe a Delict potentially. And again, for only 42 million, we have signed in Bryan Mbeumo. Now, I think Inacio is going to be the centre-back that we go for here. At this price, at this level of player, I think it's smart. And again, because he came from Sporting, Inacio is on significantly less wages than a lot of our other players. Around 49k I think he's on now. And again, we bring in Susic now from Real Sociedad, another key player in this team. The rebuild, I think, is going well so far. I think we're getting some good talents in for really good money. But I do think he comes in to replace Ugarte. I think Ugarte is at best right now a bench player. For those of you who have been watching our Cologne career mode on our Twitch, Omega is probably going to be the one that we go for here, because I just think he is a quality finisher. He adds a bit of height, he adds a bit of good technical ability up top. Plus, he's got great potential. He's only 22 years old and he's super cheap. And I'm really hoping Omega is going to be the real deal here, but I'm really excited to try him out. Now, I was thinking, without Rashford, without Garnacho, where is that electric pace coming from in the team? I do think the pace of Somerville is really tempting, but also an extra star of weak foot and the all-round attributes of a Jacob Ramsey I think could be smarter. It also feels like you're almost replacing Rashford perfectly, but you're getting a bit more of a hard-working defensive player as well. So I think Ramsey we will go for. Again, could be a super cheap deal to get done. I don't think it's unrealistic that Ramsey would sign for United. And could this be our new Rashford? I mean, it quite possibly could be. We're blasting through these deals at the moment, and instantly this is what the team is looking like. You've got Chevalier in goal, you've got Yoro, Martinez, Inacio at the back, Susic and Mainu in the midfield right now. Potentially we do add one more if Casemiro does go. Mbeumo, Ahmad, Omega, Cunha, Ramsey. I mean, that is just an arrowhead. That is ridiculous. But overall, lads, what do you think of this team? Do you think it's good enough to get European football next season? I mean, I think so. I mean, on paper it should be, man. On paper it should be. Can we make Man United a title winning team? Also, Casemiro is gone, but we're going to bring in 24-year-old Adrian Benaib, who has really good potential, very solid DM, can play centre mid, can actually move up to cam if need be. And Benaib sits on the bench right there. This is, I think, the team that we start the season with. I mean, looking down here, we have completely got rid of a lot of the young players who were taking up a lot of wages, especially a lot of the fringe players. But yeah, lads, I'm going to sim to the end of the season, see how this team gets on, who scores the most goals, all of that stuff. Hopefully, we finish a little bit better than we did last season. Again, the season has come to an end, and let's have a look at how we finished. And we finished 7th. You know what? We'll take 7th, 63 points. It's not awful. It's not amazing, but it's not awful. Looking at stats for the season, Cunha actually led the line. I mean, him and Omega both getting 15 goals. Cunha with 6 assists as well. And Mbeumo getting 11 goals. Ahmad with 8 and 8. Susic even getting in on the action with 5 goals and 4 assists, which is sick. Ramsey with 3 and 3. Just a little update watch on Højlund as well. He has went up by 4 now, so he's actually 81 rated. But apparently he's only played 4 games for Villa and only scored 1 goal. So I don't really see the correlation there. But he's up to an 81, which is really nice to see. 7th place, round 4 of the FA Cup and round 3 of the Carabao. I mean, it is pretty dreadful. Now, Man City want Ahmad. Lads, don't worry. I'm not getting rid of Ahmad, and especially not to City. We reject that. And now we're getting all the offers in. Højlund, Xerxes. People are actually wanting our players now. Bayern Munich are in for Martinez. Another one I'm super tempted by, but I think we keep him. At least for now. We might get rid of him in like a season's time. Now, we're looking at centre-backs to take us to that next level. I'm kind of between two players at the moment. Orejo looks really solid. Does he take us to the next level? I don't know. And then it leaves us with this guy who I'm super excited about, actually. Solette, who stats-wise looks incredible. For an 81 rated, having 83 pace, 85 physical, and his wage is super small. I think this is going to be the guy that we go for. But for 15.7 million, they accept it. Again, the team is looking ridiculous right now. I mean, I put Solette in, but most likely when we sim, Martinez might get more game time. Also, lads, we just brought in Travers for a few million as well. Realize we don't actually have a backup keeper. Onana, I think, did leave. Without further ado, let's sim to the end of the season, see how this team got on. Can we get better than 7th place? Can we win anything? Let's have a look. Have Man United stepped up from 7th place? It's not actually showing the standings. That's pretty scary. If I click this, will it show the standings? No. I love this game, man. Where did we finish? We finished 4th. We finished in the Champions League spot. That's amazing. 72 points. Way better. I mean, goal difference wise, we had like 14 more goal difference as well, which is great. And top goal scorer was a mega with 28 goals. That is insane. Such a good performance from him. He actually went up by 3 this season as well. Cunha also went up by 3, 23 goals, 9 assists, and Mbuemo with 21 goals, 13 assists. I mean, Ahmad's went up by 3 as well with 9 goals, 9 assists. Ramsey with 6 goals and 2 assists. Susic as well getting in on the action, 5 goals, 7 assists. So overall, some of the new signings are really working out. But sadly, we did lose the Conference League to Shakhtar Donetsk 3-1. We beat Mainz 5-2 on aggregate. Okay, we beat Nice. I mean, it was an alright run, to be honest. But yeah, we did lose that one, which is a shame. Again, we're going to be in Champions League next season, so maybe we do have to get one more reinforcement in to the starting 11 just to bolster the team a little bit. But let's have a quick look at that. Right, guys, we've got an interesting deal here now for De Ligt. It's a little swap deal with Rodrigo Mora. Rodrigo Mora is a solid cam, big potential as well. I'm not against this move, guys. I'm really not against this move. I think Mason Mount, I think we move on from him. So this is essentially a Mason Mount for the bench mainly. But he's a quality cam and can play out wide as well if need be. But I was looking at moving on De Ligt anyway. So I'm actually going to accept this deal and see if it works. But yeah, perfect rotation player. He will be the Mount replacement. Mount will be moving on this window. I think we need to upgrade there. We've got a good offer from Arsenal for Mazraoui. I do actually think we take that. I know Mazraoui is a very solid player, but he's not happy at the moment at United, and we should probably get someone who is. Again, Man United fans, don't get annoyed at me. We're trying to win the league, and we will win the league, I'm hoping. Mason Mount to Bournemouth. Mazraoui has left to join Arsenal. We are looking to really step up now, which is why I'm leaning towards Simeone. I know it's a bit of a risky one in terms of he's a bit more expensive. He's around 45 million. However, we haven't made big signings in a bit. So I think we risk Simeone. We try and integrate him into the team. It's a big signing, 45 million. We actually do have like over 300 million to spend. So I'm not too stressed about the money, but obviously we're just trying to develop the squad and make the squad overall much better. We just need another centre back here, who I think maybe even we switch in with Euro potentially, or Solette. Singo is another one who I was looking at potentially bringing in. I'm kind of between him and Scalvini at the moment. I think, to be honest, Singo might fit the team slightly better, and also I've just seen Chelsea have submitted an offer for him, so if we sneak in now, we might be able to get him. Let's go in for Singo and let's upgrade that position. And Singo comes straight into the starting 11. I think actually, I mean, we could put Martinez back in there, and instantly this back line, all 85 rated, does look pretty nice. Now, looking at left mids, I've got a few options on here, right? I think Gittins is actually a good bet. Obviously, joined Chelsea in real life, but this is a few seasons on. He's at Juve right now, and he looks really promising. Between him and Riquelme, but I think 22 years old, bit of a no-brainer to try and improve this squad. So we're going to go in for Gittins, and for 55 million, we have agreed a deal with Juventus. And the big thing at the moment, lads, is the team is looking stacked. Let's sim to the end of the season and see how we get on with this new team. Right, so the season comes to an end, and you know what? We were in the green for quite a while, and now it has dropped off to red. So I don't know what's gone on here. But we finished 5th. I can see we finished 5th. We finished 5th, but with 73 points and 31 goal difference. We've actually had a very good season. Spurs won the league. What is going on? Champions League wise, where did we actually finish? We should probably check, shouldn't we? It's not looking great. We lost to Leverkusen in the round of 16. I mean, it was bound to happen. How did the squad get on? Omega got 39 goals. Wow, 19 in the league. That's pretty incredible, as well as Mbuema with 35 and Acuna with 22 goals, 24 assists. That is actually insane. Gittins actually got 14 goals and 8 assists, so I'm glad we brought him in. He definitely added some quality. But a few of the ratings though, Omega's up to an 85 and Mbuema an 88. Cunha is now a 90 rated. So looking at the team, this is kind of what we're looking like, which actually on paper looks ridiculous now. Anyway, let's get to the next season. Okay lads, so I'm looking to develop our centre mid spots. I'm kind of feeling like we get someone like Ravella, who is a lot more combative, is that the word? In the midfield, I think he can be a bit more solid defensively, plus he has like anticipate, intercept, those kind of things are really nice. Ravella is actually quite a lot of money, 63 million. It's not cheap, but 86 rated would come straight into the team. I think most likely for Mainu, but yeah, I think we'd play around with that a little bit. And then potentially get rid of Banebe or Ugarte. Now, we're also going to be getting rid of Martinez this window, which means we need a different centre-back in. A couple I'm very tempted by is Branthwaite and Hinskap. I think both are really, really good options. I think I'm leaning towards Hinskap a little bit more. We will see what comes in for Martinez, whether maybe we could do a swap deal or whatever as well, if there is a club that has a good centre-back. But yeah, we'll have a look. Now, speaking of an exchange, it's actually Man City who wants to exchange a player. We don't want this player, but let's just see what City's centre-backs are saying, whether there's any kind of swap deal we could go for. Probably not. I mean, Diaz, he's quality, sure, but he's going to start decreasing real quick. Don't really want any of these, to be honest with you. Okay, never mind. But we will sell him anyway, 50 million. He will be going. I feel like Man City are taking a lot of our players, by the way. Hinskap joins us for 68 million. And another big signing as well, as Ravella does join us. I think we needed to buy a couple big players like this, so I'm intrigued to see how he gets on. I think he suits the Man United system too. I think we needed that more defensive player in the middle as well. Right, lads, and we have actually also got rid of Højlund. He just wasn't really growing that much, so we're actually going to quickly upgrade him before we get into the new season and sim through it. I think just get one more big striker in to come in and rotate with Omega. I think that will do nicely. Omega has been scoring a lot of goals for us, so it's very, very difficult to kind of come up with this. But do we go massive for a Sesko? Part of me feels like the only way that with Man United we're going to properly challenge for the title and other competitions is by getting someone like a Sesko in, because I just feel like they need someone proper. I'm going to really risk it here with Sesko, and I'm going to see if we can get him as cheap as possible. Do we try 66 million and see if they go for that? Oh my god, they went for it. It's a very good deal for an 88 rated. 66 million is not awful. And Benjamin Sesko joins us from Leipzig. There we go. Here we go. I think it's looking pretty nice now. I can't lie. Susic and Ravella in the midfield is really good, with Mainu on the bench and Ugarte as options for that midfield. Ridiculous. So hopefully this season we see some improvements. Fingers crossed. I'll see you in a minute. Right, lads, we have finished this season. I don't know how we've done. We did again go up to green. This just came back down to orange now. But lads, we have won the league. Come on.
Get in! Ram that right up your arse.
I don't know why it doesn't stay green at the top if you've won the league. But insane, we've won the league. We've actually won the league by 15 points on City as well. 85 points, 26 wins out of 38. Is brilliant. Is this a new era of Man United? Is it a fluke season? I don't know. Did we do well in any of the cups? Let's have a look. We didn't win the FA Cup. We actually got knocked out in the semis by Coventry. Right, okay. Not ideal. Now, this is super interesting. Omega scored the most goals, 29. Gittins, 22. Mbuemo, 20. Cunha, 17. Now, you're realising Sesko only played 8 games, lads. After that massive signing, Sesko only played 8 games and only 5 in the league. So 4 goals and an assist in 8 games actually isn't a bad return. But that's mental. Ravella and Ahmad, by the way, both getting 10 assists as well, which is also sick. But yeah, bit of a letdown, that Sesko deal. I thought maybe he'd kick on and he'd be playing most games, but it looks like Omega is just untouchable at the moment in this team. Gittins, what a season as well. And of course these two. Mbuemo went up to 90 rated. And valuation wise, just a quick update. Mbuemo is the highest rated. Him and Cunha though, both over 100 million now, which is brilliant to see. But not a bad season, lads. I kind of want to stop there, but also I want to see if they can continue winning, you know? Like, that's kind of the end goal, is just to keep winning. But it's a big success. We won the Premier League. We came first. Now, lads, looking at the team and seeing how can we possibly step up even more. Ahmad, I think, is letting us down a little bit. Do we just go for like a crazy cam now? Or maybe we get rid of Amora on the bench here. Again, I want this player to suit the team, but let's have a quick look in the market to see who there is. Arda Güller's very interesting, as is Rodgers. There are a couple really good shouts on here as well. I think Tillman is a really fun shout. Could link up quite nicely with Gittins as well. I think I'm leaning towards the more realistic signing, which I think would be a Rodgers. I feel like Rodgers, he's spent a long time at Villa and he's still growing as a player, but I do think he needs that fresh start. Rodgers is the guy. Let's see if we can get him. And just like that, Morgan Rodgers is a Man United player. 37 million for him. 85 rated. That is a really sick deal. Right, okay, Mora is leaving, but I've got to say the team is looking ridiculous. Really good. Obviously we'll see if Sesko gets more game time this time around. But yeah, lads, get your predictions in now. Will we win consecutive league titles? Let me know in the comments now. Right, guys, and we are back, and I don't think we should have carried on going. We're in the red again, which I guess means we've done worse than last season. Huh? We've won the title again. What is going on with the board, man? The board can't, we can't win. We've won the league on 77 points. I mean, it's not ideal. It's not amazing. I say it's not ideal. It's brilliant, but it's not like crazy numbers. We actually drew a lot of games, but back-to-back titles, I think we have to take that. We must have stunk in all of the other things. I mean, Leeds won this one. We did win the Community Shield, which is also great. We didn't win the Carabao. Where did we come in the Champions League? We got knocked out by Real Madrid in the quarterfinals. Like, that happens. That's not too bad. But we won the league back-to-back. I think that's a dub. I don't know what the board is saying, but I think that's a dub. And now looking at the stats for this season, I've got to say, it's not even crazy. I mean, Cunha's ridiculous, guys. 25 goals, 22 assists. This guy is ridiculous. Omega with 22 goals, 5 assists. Mbuemo 20 goals, 5 assists. Gittins 13 and 9. Susic 10 and 8, which is really good. Wheatley actually scored 10 on loan, which is great. He didn't go up any ratings though, which is weird. Rodgers got good goals and stuff as well. Sesko played 9 games. I still don't understand this. I mean, maybe he just wasn't the right signing for United. I mean, it's a good option to have. But yeah, guys, I don't think much more will actually change. But I think this has been a success. This is a big foundation for Man United. Just do this in real life and then they're sorted, no? We have created an absolute super team at Man United and they have won back-to-back titles now. So I think we leave it there. Also, lads, 2 league titles. We didn't actually win any other cups, which is pretty weird, but we did win 2 leagues. Kind of mental that our record signing was 68 million. Like, that's the most we've actually spent in this save. Like, usually I'm having to spend hundreds of millions on individual players. But yeah, guys, if you want to see another video like this where we rebuild or try and save a team, please do let me know down below, because I could do a bunch of these kind of videos. But yeah, big up everyone for tuning in, and I will see you guys next time. Make sure to like and subscribe, and drop a follow on the Twitch as well, because we're live there most days of the week. So big up yourselves. See you later, guys. Thank you very much for watching.